Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed, and I just got back from the Pinners Conference, and whew, I'm tired. So I got the lucky chance to be an exhibitor. I was there with Renia Foiled Paper, and I also got to present this year. A little bit of a default. A friend of mine, I was going to help her, and a family emergency. So my friend didn't get a chance to teach the class, so I stepped up and I did it, and it was such a fun time. I love teaching, and it was a blast. So this was the supply kit actually that you got for the class. You could either pick to do a blue one or a red one, and this is what the blue one looks like. They're absolutely gorgeous. They are so cool. And I was teaching how to do the string art. So this was your class kit, super inexpensive, considering you got some really cool scissors. And I take a look at these scissors, like super duper sharp. They're absolutely fabulous. You got the supplies to make it. The dies did not come in the kit, but that is something that you can make these things. And I will have a video coming up about what that. But here's a picture of me at the conference doing the class. And we had an absolute blast. So thank you so much, Julie. It was a blast. If you were interested in getting a kit or also doing the dies, leave a comment below and I will redirect you to Julie. But I will also put her information for her website about where you can get this for her. So, but again, the video is going to be coming soon about how to make those. So I also got this punch card to go to classes. I never got a chance to go to anybody else's classes because I was so busy being an exhibitor working with Renia. And here's a picture of us at the booth. It was lots of fun. So because I also helped out and did the class, I got to go and get a bag, and this is what they gave to the VIPs. I don't think the presenters got as much stuff in their bags, but it was still pretty cool. So this was the cool bag, and some of the main people that were sponsoring the event this year are Tandy Leather, Michael's Stirrings, Jane, Carpe Diem, and Do-It-Yourself Workshops. So I'm going to show you a few things that we got in our fun bag. All right, my daughter is dying to this. So anybody could put an item, and you want to say hi, Catherine?
Hi.
There she is. So anybody could put their little items in the bag. It's called a swag bag. And so if you were an exhibitor and you wanted to pop something in to give yourself a little bit more exposure or get the product in people's hands, anybody could pop that in. The other thing you could do is you could give a raffle giveaway, which is something that one lucky winner from the Thursday night event could win. And Renia opted to do the raffle this year versus putting items in the swag bag. That's the company I was there with. But this one is from Mary Kay. So we got a mint, which my daughter, do you want the mint now?
Yes.
You know, Mary Kay is the one where you can go to their, they'll come to your house, they'll throw parties, all that kind of stuff. So this is from Jennifer Moore. And what is this? We got a few fun little things. This is a Nourishment Plus lip gloss. We also got a lip liner. And this one is a eyeliner. We also got, so Thinking of Love. And these, I believe, are all eyeshadows. And then another one, this is a lip gloss again, and then also a lipstick. So fun little samples that you can kind of try out. I love like the little things, so you can just go, ooh, I wonder if that's worth it or not. Another fun one, and some of these things, like for instance, for the Pinners Conference, and I have 3 videos of me doing setup, the day 1 and day 2. It's only a 2-day conference for actively going on the floor. It's anything that you would put on Pinterest, from crafts to food to makeup to fashion to how to pin to Pinterest and good things for blogging and just anything that you would see on Pinterest, kids stuff, books, ideas, games. It's all there. So we also got from Pie Provisions, do-it-yourself pie craft. Might make this tonight. It looks really yummy. I have some peaches left over from my tree that we have in the freezer, and maybe we'll make a peach pie. That sounds good. We got this little sample. This is called Perfectly Posh. These ones look like they are face mask, and this is a hand cream. So very cool. We'll have to try this. I think I'll give my daughter the hand cream. She's over here begging for it. Her little hands are like, mine. Do you want it? This one was hilarious. This is from Peekaboo Chic, and this is what it said. This sock is a single looking for a date. Stop by Peekaboo Chic and pick up its mate. So I had to find the place, and there was only one sock in the bag. And then when I found her, she gave me their sock, which I think was just strategy genius. I had to hunt her down, which I thought was so fun. And it's one of those socks that are a nice long sock that you could wear with a boot, and it's got a little fringe at the top. So really cute little socks. And they had, again, this was in the fashion section, so it was something that was kind of fun, that dealing with fashion. So cool idea, and I love the sock. This is another fun little piece that was in here. This is from Sedona, and it's a nickel-free, beautiful little bracelet, and it says bead landing on the top, so I'm not really sure which one it is. So this is one that's got little stones at the top. It's so gorgeous, and it's silver and blue, so it's perfect. That was in my kit. Super Tight was there. They actually had the booth just behind us, which I think is fun. And there is going to be a video coming up about with Crystal Ninja, just fun, and Super Tight, because they kind of shared a booth and all the fun things that are crystally related. So that's pretty fun. And you'll see a couple little items I got from her in a minute. So Super Tight was there, so they gave everybody a super glue, which I think is great. You can never not have enough super glue. There's always a need for it in my mind. Chalk Couture was there, and I did a video about what Chalk Couture is all about last year, so I will put that in there so you guys can find that. It's from the Pinners Conference last year, but they sent us a sample kit this year, so I haven't opened this. I'm dying to see. So I believe this is like a little mini disc. We'll have to make this at some point. And then what you do is you place on the stencils. This is a reusable stencil. You just wash it and put it back on. Let me see if I can get this started. I think I could probably drill into this and turn this into an ornament, which would be fantastic. But I believe the other thing about the Chalk Couture is that it's not something, it's something that you could wipe free. So look, this is the stencil. It's got like a little screen. So you would place that on there. And then it says, you know, peel the transfer, pulling the top to bottom, avoid stretching. Oh, so you want to kind of get this a little bit fuzzy before you do it. Apply the paste or ink by spreading the layer of design with a squeegee. So I need to get like my some sort of squeegee, a credit card or something. Work quickly, remove the transfer, clean with warm water, and then let it dry. And that's it. So this one is a sample kit, and this is one of those ones where you can have your own business, so you can order from them and then you can sell it yourself. So if this is something that you're interested in kind of selling, you can do that. And I don't know if this is the chalk or if this is the ink. So I don't know if this is going to be a permanent one or if this is one that would be wipeable. So we'll have to play with that to see which one it is. But that is fun, and I'll have to make that later. We got this. This is from Tipsy Totes. I love that Tipsy Totes. It's so cute. Stylish wine and spirit carriers, beer koozies, and accessories. And in that, we got a little pair. It's just so adorable. They're little, so it's this little piece that you can put on the bottom of your wine glass, and they're two little wine gems or little kind of charms that look like little wine glasses, and this one looks like a wine bottle with two wine glasses, and then you know whose is who. So we got a pair of those. I think that's absolutely adorable. I love that. We got a little melty candle thing, very lavender smelling, so I love that. So we got a little melt thing that you can put in one of those, you know, like a Scentsy or something like that. So it's a little melt. Everybody's making their own versions of the melts now, so that was a handmade version. I also got a necklace. This is from Paparazzi, and this is really pretty. It came with like earrings and necklace, and the thing, I think there was like a little thing that said everything is $5, which I think is fun. So it's very cute. See, fashion is all part of it too, and jewelry and the whole thing. Carrie Ellie was here, and I have done a couple of videos with her in the past, and I've had a couple of her little planners, and this is what she gave us this year. She has some really cool planners. 12-month calendar and journal. And so this is one that you fill in the dates yourself. You put in whatever month you need, so then it's nice and small. And so you can fill in whatever dates you like, and then it's got some open, there's even like a little thing that you can color in the back. Looks like there's some journal, there's a few coloring things in journal notes. So it kind of has something fun in the back. I think that's kind of cute. It's very fun and different. Bloom where you are planted. Love that. It's very pretty, and I love the coloring on this. So Principal Wisdom by Carrie Ellie. We got a little bracelet. Let me open this up. So this bracelet came, I believe this is one that came from the Pinners Conference. Impress Art also was one of the big sponsors that was there, and they did give us this little nautical star stamp, and I'll kind of show you what that was all about. There is a video about what this is, and that's going to be, it's a live video that already went live, so I will tag it. It'll be in the folder with all the Pinners videos for this year. But this was an extra little fun something. It just reminds me, but I think these might have been like handmade by Pinners and given to us. So it's something that they created for us, but it's a really sweet little bracelet. I love it. So gorgeous. Maybe I'll put it on for the video. So just a cute little bracelet. Also got a new blender bottle, which I love, and it's got a little blender bottle thing in the back. I use these things all the time, so I was very happy to get another one. Woohoo! Crystal Ninja was there, and they were there with Super Tight. So we also got a little iron-on Swarovski crystal. It's a key, which I think is fantastic. And they were behind us, so there is a couple of things I'm going to be showing here shortly that also came from Crystal Ninja. And then, again, there's a video that is all about what she is about and what Super Tight is all about. So that'll be coming soon. Got a little pen from Premier Designs, and then a holiday treat bag from Close to My Heart. I have not opened this up, but my guess is it's got a whole bunch of little treat bags in here. that you then can assemble to make it look like this. So they give you the sticker, there's some embellishments and things. It looks like there's some stickers you can put onto some of the candies, and I'm not exactly sure how many this makes, but probably quite a few based on this. I'm going to open it up and take a look. So yeah, it's like a create your own little treat bag kind of a thing. So I think this goes over, there's little bags inside. So you put the bag inside of here, you fold it over. That's really cute. You don't want to, I guess you want to overstuff it. And then there's all these little circles. There's probably instructions in here, and I'm just missing it. But it's to make quite a few. Oh, and there's 2 different designs. So it looks like there's to make about 10. Love that. There's a lot of options here. It looks like there's a ton of stickers, so you can place them on whatever kind of candies you want. There's a ton of stickers. So look at that. That is fun. I'll have to make these for the teachers or something. And then they've given you little baggies that you can fill to put your candies in that would go inside those little treat bags. Got a little sticker here, and it says Pressed Flower Crafts. So this is all about using pressed flowers in various crafts, but they gave us like a little window decal sticker. And that is everything that came in my bag. So this was all the items that were in the bag that were kind of like the freebies for presenters and also for the VIPers. And to be a VIP, it was a special rate. You could go to any of the classes. There were special things. There was like a room you could go hang into that had snacks and drinks. That was kind of nice because the drinks and snacks are super expensive the day of. And then you got a lot of fun freebies from the vendors and a chance to win extra prizes. And then there was the night of, we went to the party and they gave us a drink ticket and I had a nice little beer. It was great. And then they also had a bunch of making takes, which I didn't make all of them there. Some of them I did, but some of them I brought home because we're going to make them together in a future video or videos. So let me show you what those are about. So Tandy Leather was there, and one of the things that they had as the make and take was it was a lanyard here, and then it was one where you can take leather, and there is a short video, but it got a little bit cut off just because I tried to video it live the day of, but I have a Tandy Leather video from last year that works really well. But basically you take kind of a image like this, which is like a, kind of like a stamp, you place it on the leather and then you smash it with a hammer and it leaves the impression on the leather. So I made this one for my son Brandon. I just thought it was so cool. So this is what I did make there because I wasn't able to bring the stamps home, and so that was something that I made at that evening, of which I completely forgot to take a picture, but there is an Instagram picture on the Pinners page. If you go to Pinners on Instagram, there is a picture of me, and they have like a boomerang thing going on. No makeup or anything fancy, but I did do that. Oh, and I did also get a picture. Home Depot was one of the sponsors, and I got a picture and their booth. They were doing like take fun shots, and so this is a picture of me there. This was another one, and I'm so sorry I forget which company this was that was sponsoring this one, but you got this little wooden Texas, and then they had different kind of screens that are like little vinyl pieces that you could put over that. You then put a little bit of paint, pulled it off, and it left the image, and they had a heart, and they had other things. There was other little images that you could put on the Texas, and I believe they had a couple of other different Texas colors. I think there was a red one and also a black one, and it turned it into a cute little keychain. So that was something also I made there. This is one that I am going to obviously bring home and do. So what this is this is just a board, just one L. So this is from just one L, and it's a stencil that you place on here, and then I'm going to add some paint to it. And then if I want to decorate it up and things like that, I had little pens and you could have all kinds of fun. I got grateful. And then what you did is you took some wood and you placed it on here when it was done, and it turned it into a cute little kind of board, which I think is absolutely just like a fun little idea of how to decorate. So they had a whole bunch of different sentiments of what you could put on your board, and you could color your board first. You could do, there's lots of different things that you could do, which I think is kind of fun. That was a fun activity you could do that night. And so people were walking around these little boards. This was another cute activity everybody was walking around and doing. So they gave us this cut piece, and it was a little cactus in a pot. And then they had a couple of other little pieces. I do also forget which company this one was. I forgot to grab the information, but I just asked him for the wood piece because I have all the paints here at the house, and they were using Decor paints and things like that. One of the big things I did notice at the conference is a lot of the companies were all about cut wood pieces, and then you could paint them and do what you want with them at home. So this is something, and I think it was just kind of like this, or they had a little something like this. So I don't know if I'm going to use both of them or what, but I asked for both little pieces. So we'll be making that one as well. Carpe Diem was there, and I did get a live video walking through their booth. And Carpe Diem is owned by Simple Stories, and they had these easy, travel journals that you can use. And then they had a whole bunch of stickers out, and you could just kind of play. But some of the ones they said that you could just, and they had stapled them, they had tape runners, you could add in here things I want to do at pinners. They also had another one that was important dates. So they stamped it for us, and then they just had us stick it in there, but you could specifically stamp this into your journal if you wanted to. And then obviously they had a little, but everybody got a journal when we went there that night, so that was fun. Another one that I had to do there, which was from Impress Art, they had a section where you could go in and they had these blanks and they said, tell us a letter. So I picked the letter B for Brandon because to me it looked kind of like a little dog tag kind of an idea. So this is a necklace, and they had just the alphabet out. But basically what you do is you took a version of like this, and again, there's a live video about how to do this metal stamping. You place it on there, you whacked it with a big hammer, and it leaves the impression on your thing. So I did it, I messed up, and he kind of fixed it for me, so it's not perfect, but it looks pretty darn good. And there it is. It was another little fun thing that you could walk around with a little necklace. The last one that was there that night, this one was sponsored by Michaels, and what they had done is they put a whole bunch of cups out, and then they gave you a vinyl that you could then apply it to your cup, which I think is kind of fun. So you get this little vinyl, and then they had a whole bunch of different kinds of markers that you could then go through and decorate your mug. The one thing they did say though is with this particular vinyl, it was not machine washable, so you couldn't put this in the dishwasher. So I thought I'd bring this home and play with it. And they had different things. They had one that was like happy fall y'all, and they had pumpkin spice and just different sayings, something that were kind of fall related, and then they had some that were kind of generic. So I thought that was kind of cool. So we'll be playing with that too. I mean, so I didn't create any projects there except for some that I couldn't bring home and do, and I have the markers that can go onto the glass and things like that. So I'm not too worried about not being able to do it there because I knew I could bring it home. I had paint and things like that. All right, so now getting into the show floor days while we were actually at the conference. Day 1 and day 2, when you first walked in, Home Depot was there, and they were handing you a mystery gift card, which I think that was absolutely hilarious. They said it was anywhere between $1 to $500, and it was limited to 1 per transaction, so you have no clue how much this is. All you do is you walk up and you use it, and you never know how much it's going to be. So I got one when I walked through the first day, and it was like 1 per person kind of thing. So, but you never know. It could be the $500 winner. Woohoo! Michaels was also a big sponsor, and they had these cute little crafts, and there is a video coming with this, and I just did not have time to stand there, and it was just jam-packed. They did one craft, the same craft, for the entire time we were there, but what it was is to make these little fun little Halloween banners, and I asked the lady, I said, can I do a little bit of a video? And she goes, oh, well, do you want to do the craft on video? I was like, I can't hold the camera and do the craft, and they were all busy helping other people, and I said, well, hey, can I just do a quick video of what the booth looks like, and then bring the supplies home, and then I'll make it home with my kids. So she gave me enough to make 3. So hopefully my kids and I will be making these very soon on a video upcoming, and you will get to see what it looked like at the show, and then also what it's like to make these fun crafts together with me and my kids. Activia was there, and this was their cute little make and take. I absolutely love these. They're so adorable. So my friend Rita Barracat was there, and also Anita Scroggins, and they were helping demo and doing this. And I do have a video coming up about how to make these, but they're so cute. It's this air dry clay with flowers in it, and it could not be simpler. It's using a couple of their new products for how to do the dry flowers, and also obviously the air dry clay. And they're just so adorable, and they smell good because they've got like lavender scented dry flowers in there, and you can put essential oils in them, but that is coming, so that is pretty darn fun. There will be a video all about what those are about very soon. Tailwind was there, and because I work with Tailwind and I use Tailwind and I'm an affiliate of theirs, they gave me this beautiful mug. I absolutely love that, and it had a fun couple of little treats in there, so that was a nice little surprise. I just happened to walk up and say, hey, how you doing? And there's a video coming up, and if you have no clue what Tailwind is about and you're interested in growing your social media for Pinterest or for Instagram, or you just want a little bit of help about how to help, and if you're on the crafty or the business end of the model and you want to work on that, Tailwind is amazing for that. So that I stopped by and said hi, and I got like some video tips about some fun things. They gave me some stickers, and I got a couple of pens, and I always seem to need to have pens, so I got a couple of really good pens, and I got to chat with nice ladies there. I also got a couple of cards about like checklists for perfect Instagram post and Pinterest post, and post once a day for Instagram, and create an image taller than it's wide. So just kind of some basic stuff that relates to good things about doing things, you know, and, you know, kind of basic good tips if you're going to be somebody who wants to grow your channel and make your channel worthwhile and how to do that. This is where this is for. This is another fun video that's going to be coming up. This is from Details to Enjoy, Handcrafted Home Decor. These people, they make these, they do a whole bunch of wood signs that they laser cut and things, so you can see all the fun things. But they also have created these pocket frames, which I think are absolutely adorable. So there's 2 different sizes, and again, this video is coming, and they gave me a kit to take home, and they called it Guided Creativity. So it's partly, as you can see, it's a little frame that's got a magnet on it. It's partly made for you, and it's partly got kind of an assembled kit, but where you take it from there is your call. You don't have to make it exactly the way they did. So we have a fun one that we're going to make together, and also talking about what the product is all about on a future video yet to come. So that is coming as well. Crystal Ninja was there, and we did get a little key thing. I don't know where it's buried in here. Oh, here it is. It's this little key with the crystals, and she's all about crystals and blinging up everything. And she has created this tool called the Crystal Katana, which I think is absolutely great. Comes this little case, and she was selling them at the show. I went over and I did a video of her about what her, you know, what she does and what it's all about. Basically, she takes crystals and she sticks them to just about anything. And she'll do like Swarovski, I can never say that, the really pretty crystals. Swarovski crystals, and they were doing a make and take, and then she showed me some of the fun things, and she uses the super tight adhesive. She was using the fabric tack on her make and take, but it's what this little tool is all about. So she gave me one because she said it also works really well with sequins and anything small you want to pick up in place, which I do that on some of my videos, and she goes, this is like the best one ever. So she gave me one to play with and to use, which I think is great. And then she handed me this little thing and a couple of little bags of crystals, which I think is awesome. So I got 2 little baggies of crystals. So pretty. And then I'm dying to see what's in here. So let's open up and find out. She gave me the sunglasses. So this is what they were doing at the show. They were opening up this, everybody got a pair of sunglasses, and they were then using the crystals, and they were blinging the sunglasses out, making them all kinds of fun. So she gave me a couple bags of crystals and the katana and the sunglasses so I could make my own. I love it because I didn't get a chance to do it while I was there, even though her booth was right behind me. We were always so busy. And, you know, I did the video and then I left and I saw her kind of demoing it, but I never got a chance to make one for myself. So I get to do it now. That's great. And these are really pretty crystals. I love them. So gorgeous. So Nature's Bakery was there, and they were passing out fig bars, and you got a whole bar, which I think is great. I never ate mine. I brought it home, and so that is still yet to come and to be eaten. Woohoo. Tombow was there, and they were passing out a couple of fun different things. The first thing they were passing out was the highlighters, and I do have a live video that's talking about what the new thing is with this highlighter. It is dual tipped, as you can see here. It's got a tip, and then also it's got a little marker end on the other side. So I got to pick up a couple colors, blue and pink, and so they were giving away those. And then later on in the day, I think they ran out of the markers. They were giving out the twin tone colors, and I got one in blue and one in red. So that is great. I have a couple other twin tones, but I believe they're just in black. So yeah, so now I've got a little set, because this is one I got picked up from last year, was the black one, because that was a new thing that they were using. So now I've got a couple new colors that I add to my stash of little markers, which I use, which is great. But one of the things about the Mono Edge, she said that this was kind of different than any other highlighter, is that the highlighter doesn't go all the way to the tips. You can actually have a ruler and you can mark, and you're not going to, because it's got a plastic piece, you're not going to damage the nub or the felt that's on the marker or on the highlighter. So it'll keep it a little bit more sturdy and stable, so you can use it within your planners and stuff, and you can get a nice straight edge. So it just has a little bit of a different spin than your regular highlighter, which I think is fun, and also because you've got the 2 sides. Now, this is kind of a funny story. So at the very, very end of the show, as I'm walking around, and I'm just actually coming back from the bathroom, and I'm hearing them say, Stirrings, which is one of the big sponsors, is giving away samples, and I think they just didn't want to have it in the booth anymore because they were moving on and they just wanted to get rid of the inventory. They were also passing out little chapsticks and little hand sanitizers, which I think was nice. So I picked up one of each for me or my daughter. I haven't decided who's getting those yet. Maybe me. We'll see. But I just lucky that they were announcing it over the loudspeaker, and they said, yeah, come by and get it. So I got the simple lemon drop martini. It's real juice. You shake it it up. You just add your spirits and you have your cocktails with ice. And I also got the shaker, which I think is really fun. So it's just the shaker part that goes with it. So they're one of the big sponsors this year, and I got to take home an entire huge bottle, which, woohoo, I love that. I also, this one was the bracelet that I made live on my YouTube channel for Saturday. So this is the second video. I first started off at Tombow and talked to Tombow, and then I went over and I talked to Carpe Diem, and then I ran back over and we talked to Impress Art and IA, and we did, they showed me how to make these in all the different sections and how to, you know, do a straight punch, which is the same one that is the necklace I did for my son, which is buried in here somewhere. So Impress Art is the same one that did this, is the same one that we did for this bracelet. And we did this bracelet live on camera, and how to turn it into this shape, which I think is kind of fun. And all the other things that you can do with them. So if you want to check out that video about how to make a bracelet like this, the blank, the whole thing, and how to use these, just all the bells and whistles about Impress Art, check out that video. All the links will be up in a playlist, which will be up in the iCard. Home Depot was there, and they were passing out these little baggies. I did get a live video. It's a little bit splotchy. It was also the same video I did with Tandy. And they were passing out these little pouches. And they also had a make and take that you could sit. They were one of the big sponsors this year, and hence why I also got the mystery card. So that was one of the other things they were giving out to everybody. And so it was a tile, which they then had adhesive on the back that they were sticking all these tiles. You could decorate them with Sharpies and then put them up on the wall. But I wanted to come home and make my own tile with you guys. And I don't know, I have like an idea of maybe doing something kind of fun and different with it, maybe etching it or something. So just, you know, food for thought, but that was something that they were doing there. And the big thing that they were promoting this year is that they are, I love this little pouch, it's very nice. They're promoting doing workshops that are for her. So they have kids workshops on Saturdays. They have workshops for anybody, but they are also doing specific workshops that maybe that women would get involved, and getting them to be a little bit more DIY and doing the woodworking and things themselves, which I think is fantastic. And lastly, I went and bumped into Carrie Ellie again. And I have used her planners, and I actually got a little one, and you probably have seen it in a few of my pictures on Instagram and some of my beauty shots and stuff. And it was one that she gave away. She gave away one this year too, which is now buried. You saw it at the beginning of the video. It's the one that had all the artwork in it, and it was the monthly planner. But last year she gave away a little one, and it had little Texases all over it, which I think was so adorable. And so I went and I said, hey, I loved yours. And she's like, oh, let me give you some more. So she just so kindly passed out these cute little travel journals. I love these. So I just think this is so adorable. This is like a peach. It's just this beautiful watercolor. So gorgeous. This one is a password journal, which I think is kind of fun. So you can keep all your passwords for whatever website, username. It's kind of a fun little way of keeping yourself organized. And there's lots of pages. So if things change, you can always, and notes and whatever. And then this is a large one. I love the cacti. It's so cute. So this is just a large. It's got dots, which means that you could kind of do just about anything you want in it. You can make your own grid lines. You can have, you know, you can still write in it if you want to, but it kind of leaves it open to do whatever you want. And I just love the cactus. So cute. And it's got quite a few pages in it. I think it's great. So wow, right? This is just, and I wasn't even walking around trying to find things. These were just as I was talking to companies, or as I was walking to the bathroom, or because I got a break, or I happened to be at the right place at the right time for this. I mean, it's just, you never know. Or it came in my tote because I was doing the class. Lots of fun things that are there, and also going to the VIP event. There was lots of fun things so if you've never done the VIP, it is fun. I did it 2 years ago, just as me, not as a presenter, not with a company or anything. I just went to see what it was all about 2 years ago. And I do have a video. It's changed a little bit. They had live music and stuff, and this time they just kept it very low key in terms of, here's some food, here's some fun make and takes, and have a drink, and then just mingle and mix and have a blast. And get your swag bag. I also got a t-shirt, but it's upstairs in the wash. But it was a Pinners t-shirt. It was very nice, so that was kind of fun. So I did get a brand new Pinners t-shirt, which I love, and that is it. So Pinners Conference is a blast. There's all kinds of fun stuff, from crafts to food to drinks to makeup to home decor to, I mean, as you can see, it's a wide range of fun things that you can go get. So thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys again later. Bye-bye.